Pierce County Sheriff Keith Swank is making headlines for his stance on immigration and seeking legal advice outside of his advisor, who is prosecutor Mary Robnett. Washington State, we know, is a sanctuary state. That means local police and law enforcement are prohibited from collaborating with ICE agents and operations. For the first time since being elected sheriff, Swank sat down with Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman for a one-on-one interview to share his point of view.
Right now I'm joined by Pierce County Sheriff Keith Swank. So thank you, Sheriff, for taking the time to sit with us and walk us through everything that's kind of been going on in your county. I just want to hit the ground running and ask you right off the bat, what is your stance on immigration?
Well, I am for legal immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. And that's my personal opinion. But as far as the sheriff's office, we're doing nothing with immigration. We're not working with ICE. We're not doing anything with them at all. I want to make sure before we do anything that Keep Washington Working Act and the other legislation passed by the county council here works its way through the court system to determine whether it's constitutional or not. And then we'll go with whatever the courts say. And I'm hoping it's the U.S. Supreme Court. Maybe not our case, but other like cases, so we can have a decision on it.
Do you want to collaborate with ICE?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to jeopardize my deputies. So what happens is Bob Ferguson, the Attorney General, will go after individual officers if they collaborate or work with ICE. So I don't want our deputies to be sued, so I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize that. If I could take all the heat myself and just be sued myself, then I would do it. But I don't want one of my deputies to be sued, lose their livelihood, lose their house, lose their, family ability to live where they live. So it's a big deal, and I don't want to jeopardize them.
Why do you feel so strongly that the Pierce County Sheriff's Office should be working with ICE?
I believe all police officers, all agencies should be working with ICE. I believe that the U.S. Constitution trumps the state constitution when it comes to things such as immigration. People should only come in through legal processes. But with that being said, I'll say it for the 10th time, I'm not enforcing any immigration laws or regulations, nor am I cooperating with ICE. I want to, but I'm not.
When you say you want to, does that mean you want to deputize your deputies to act as deportation agents?
No, what I want to do is just something simple like this. There's somebody in jail, they're an illegal alien. When they get ready to be released, I want my deputies in the jail to be able to make a phone call to ICE and say, "Hello, ICE. Keith Swank, who is here illegally, is being ready to be released. It would be safer if you come to the jail to pick him up so that you can do whatever process it is you need to do with him, instead of us returning him out to the street where it could be confrontational." That's what I want to be able to do.
Do you want your deputies to start asking about immigration status and while they're out there doing routine traffic stops? Is that something that you want your deputies to be able to do?
Ultimately, down the road, if things are ruled in favor of we would help with enforcing immigration, I would want people to be able, our deputies to be able to do that if it rose to a level of constitutionality.
So you don't believe that you being so outspoken in your wanting to work with ICE is creating any mistrust between your deputies and the community?
It could be creating mistrust with people who believe in illegal immigration, who want people to come here illegally, but that's okay if it commits mistrust between them, because the majority of people in America and in Pierce County do not want illegal immigration to go on. They know what comes with it. They know about the human trafficking. They know about the drugs and all of that stuff. That's one of the big things going on with illegal immigration. We are saving lives if we go out there and enforce immigration laws.
Do you have any numbers or hard data that shows how many human trafficking victims or what other crimes are being tied back to those who are undocumented here in Pierce County?
No, I don't, because I'm not doing anything with immigration, so I don't know any numbers. It would be wasting my time to look up numbers of that to say, here's what's going on, but I can't do anything about it.
Your office is supposed to work hand in hand with the Pierce County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. What is your current relationship with Mary Robnett?
Well, we have a friendly relationship, but I disagree with her legal advice. And it's clear, and people know this, I don't agree with her legal advice that she's told me. I believe she's wrong, and I want to be able to take it to court, but I'm not allowed to take it to court because she's my legal advisor, and she won't allow me to have an attorney to take her to court. That's the thing, which is really funny because anybody in America is allowed to have an attorney of their own choosing, except for me. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to have an attorney of my own choosing. It's really terrible. I had an attorney once to represent me for free. It wouldn't cost taxpayers anything at all. I'm not allowed to. She filed an injunction. Mary Robnett filed an injunction against her because, and this is what the judge said, which is very silly. This just shows you how silly judges are. He said, when people of Pierce County elected Mary Robnett, they elected her specifically to be the legal advisor of the sheriff.
Do you trust Robnett?
No. I don't trust her legal advice at all.
Have you ever turned to ChatGPT regarding this whole entire situation and what you're allowed to do and what not allowed to do?
Well, actually, a friend of mine did ChatGPT and sent it to me. Yeah, about the role of the prosecutor. ChatGPT actually is a lot smarter than a lot of prosecutors, a lot of attorneys are. So, yeah, I did. It's interesting. I'm not going by that as legal advice, though.
Do you know, as of today, if Washington Attorney General Nick Brown is investigating you regarding your stance on immigration at this point?
I don't know for sure, but I know that there has been public disclosure requests done on the sheriff's office from his office, I believe. So maybe he's investigating me. I say bring it. Let's do it.
Thank you, Sheriff, for your time and sitting with us here today. We're going to be posting the entire interview up on our website, fox13seattle.com.
Whether you agree with him or not, you have to give Sheriff Swank credit for sitting down and answering some hard questions directly. We're going to have part 2 of Alejandra's interview with the sheriff, where he talks about his DUI arrest in the past. That's tomorrow right here on Seattle News Tonight.